So starting in child's pose, bring your big toes together, knees separate wide. Start to walk your fingertips forward, reaching the forehead towards the floor, resting the chest down. Continue to sit back into your heels as you reach your fingertips forward. And start to integrate into your yoga practice. A great way to do that is to begin focusing on your breathing. Trying to focus and concentrate on what's going on with your mind and your body for the next 30 minutes. Every inhale, think about lengthening through the spine, through the crown of the head, through the fingertips, through the seat. And every exhale, think about letting go from tension, from stress, from priorities of the day. Give yourself permission to be present. Let's take 3 deep cleansing breaths together. So they'll be in through the nose and out through the mouth. So exhale out any stale air in your lungs. Inhale, fill up. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale. Exhale, release. The last one, big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Making your way into a tabletop position. So shift the weight forward. Bring the knees underneath the hips. Hands underneath the shoulders. Separate the fingers wide. Look down between the thumbs. Moving in through a few rounds of cat-cow. So inhale, lower the belly. Arch the tailbone up. Lift the chest. And exhale, chin to chest, round the spine. Press down into the knees, press down into the palms of the hands. Inhale, big arch, big lift. Exhale, chin to chest. Let's do one more. Inhale, lower the belly button down, lift the heart up. And exhale, press the ground away from you, puff up your shoulder blades. Coming to a flat, neutral spine. Continue to gaze down between the thumbs. Maybe shake your hips from side to side. Releasing any tension you may be holding. And then find some stillness in the center. We'll go through some balancing tabletops to get warmed up. So extend the left leg behind you. Lift the heel so it's in line with the glutes, toes pointing down. You can stay right here, or if you want to challenge your balance, reach your right arm forward. Continue to look down so you aren't straining your neck. Continue to breathe. Inhale, reach out through the fingertips, out through the heel. And on your exhale, bend your elbow, bend your knee. Maybe they touch underneath the belly. Inhale, reach the hand, the foot out long, look down. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow, maybe tap them underneath you. One more time. Inhale, reach out, really lengthen. Exhale, bend it all in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring your right hand down, bring your left knee to the mat. Take a cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. Taking that on the other side. So right leg extends back. Float the heel so it's in line with the back. Toes pointing down. Option to reach that left hand forward. Creating a straight line from the fingers to the foot. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, pull it in, engage your abdominals. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bend the knee, bend the elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, left hand comes down. Lower the right knee, take a cat-cow. Rinse it out. Coming to that flat, neutral spine, moving our way into downward facing dog. So tuck the toes under, weight comes into the palms. Start to straighten out your legs, lift the hips up and back. Chest presses towards the thighs. Start to pedal out your feet right and left. Look back between your legs. Make sure your fingers are separated wide. You want a really nice, strong foundation. And if you're pedaling your feet, find some stillness. Take a deep inhale. Big exhale. Next inhale, look up towards your hands and then take a stroll to the top of your mat, 1 foot at a time. Feet separate hip width distance. Bend your knees, rest your chest on your legs. Reaching for opposite elbows for ragdoll. Completely relax the upper body, relax the face. Take a little sway from side to side. Maybe shake around the neck. Shaking yes and shaking no. And if you're rocking, find some stillness, release the grip, bend your right knee pretty dramatically, reach the right hand down for the floor, or you can rest your right forearm on the top of your leg and reach your left arm up towards the ceiling for a forward fold twist. Option to roll out that left wrist at the top. Take an inhale, reach up through the left fingertips, and exhale, lower the hand to the mat, switching sides. So generous bend in that left leg, fingertips to the floor, or rest the arm on the top of the thigh. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Roll out the wrist if you'd like. Relax the shoulder. Make sure to switch directions. Take an inhale, reach up, and exhale, lower both hands to the mat. Bending your knees, lift yourself up 1 vertebrae at a time. For 3, 2, and 1. Bring your feet to touch, palms facing forward, stacking hips over ankles, shoulders over hips, chest lifts, gazing forward. Inhale, reach both arms up overhead. And on your exhale, bend your elbows. So you're reaching opposite hands to opposite elbow. We'll take an inhale to lift up. Exhale, side body bend to the right, bumping the hip to the left. Arms back by the ears. Inhale through center. Exhale, take it to the left. Try to keep the shoulders soft as you press the right hip over. Lifting up through the heart. Inhale through center, reach your arms up. And then exhale, interlace all 10 fingers behind you, making a little basket with your hands. Press the palms away from you if your shoulder flexibility allows. Take an inhale, lift the heart up. And on your exhale, you can bring it forward for a bound forward fold. If this is too much on the shoulders, carefully release it down. If you have the grip, you can start to bring the little basket of hands forward to intensify. Reconnect with your breath. And if you have the bind, carefully bring your hands to your hips and then lower them down to the mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Look down towards the top of your mat. And exhale, bow forward. Hands come to the top of your mat. Feet step back for a high push-up position. Lower the glutes in line with the body. Look down between the thumbs. You can stay on your toes or drop down to the knees. coming all the way down to your belly. So elbows bend tight to your sides, nice and controlled. Untuck your toes, keep the legs pressed into the floor. Bend your elbows and walk your hands about 1.5 feet or so in front of you towards the corners of your mat. We're gonna lift up using the strength of our low back for 3 baby cobras. So press down into the fingertips, lift up through the chest, keep the legs pressed into the floor. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, gaze up. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale. And exhale, gently release. Bending the elbows, bring the fingertips back underneath the shoulders. Tuck the toes under, lift the kneecaps off the floor. You can press up to down dog through plank or through tabletop, coming to the hands and knees, and then straighten the legs, lift the hips. Take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Inhale, look forward, step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, press into the shins or the thighs, look down. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, weight in the heels, circle the arms up, palms touch. Exhale, hands come to heart center, right in front of the chest. Inhale, circle, sweep the arms up and over, gaze up. Exhale, big swan dive forward, lead with the heart as you lower down. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten out your back. Exhale, forward fold, hands come flat to the mat. Feet step back to that high push-up position. Staying on the toes or coming down to the knees. Bend the elbows tight next to the ribs, lower all the way down. Untuck the toes, press into the palms. Lift the chest up for cobra, upward facing dog. Exhale, lower it down, tuck the toes under, making your way to down dog through plank or coming through tabletop. Taking a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Step your left foot in the center of your mat. Inhale, reach your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend the knee, bringing the heel towards the glute, and then open up your hip. So trying to lift your knee towards the ceiling, stacking your right hip on top of the left, roll out the ankle. Inhale, lift the leg to that 3-legged dog, and then exhale, step your foot to the top of your space for a low lunge. You can always use your hand to help you get there. Just make sure the knee is over the ankle. Hands on opposite side of the foot. Press down into the heel, weight into the left hand. Take an inhale, twist it open. So right arm reaches up to towards the ceiling, twisting through the spine. Inhale, reach up through those right fingertips. Exhale, lower the hand down. Let the hips be heavy. Staying on the ball of your left foot, trying to straighten your back leg as much as you can. We're gonna take an inhale and straighten both legs as much as your flexibility allows, coming into an extended triangle. And then exhale, bend the right knee, come back into that low lunge. Inhale, press the hips up and back, try to straighten the legs. Exhale, bend the front knee, sink it low. One more time, inhale, straighten. And exhale, lower it down. If you're on your fingertips, come back down to your palms. Step back to downward facing dog. Doing that on the left side, so right foot comes to the center of your space. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Bring the heel towards the glute. Lift that knee up. Feel the opening in the hip, maybe roll out the ankle. Inhale, straighten the left leg, lift it up. And then exhale, step your left foot forward. Moving into that low lunge, so right leg is straight, high on the back toes. Sinking the hips low, feeling that nice stretch. Weight comes into the right hand. Reach your left arm up for a twist. you ever need a break, you can always come down to that right leg or the right knee. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower your left hand to frame your foot. Next, inhale, start to straighten that left leg, straighten the back leg. Exhale, bend the knee, sink it low. Inhale, flow back. Exhale, bend the left leg. One more time. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower it down. Weight comes back into the hands. This time we're going to step forward. So bring your right foot to the top of your mat. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall. Reach the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Coming to take a quarter turn on your space. Take an inhale, reach the arms overhead. And then exhale, take a giant step with your back leg. Point the toes out on a 45-degree angle. Reach the arms up, coming into a star pose. So inhale, lift the chest, lift the hands. And then exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to heart center. Sink it low into horse pose. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to heart. Lower it down. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, lower and hold here. So knees are opening wide. Chest stays lifted, shoulders are stacked over hips. Place the hands to the inside of the knees or right on top of the thighs. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale, take a twist. So drop the right shoulder down, keeping the legs where they are. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower the left shoulder down, maybe gazing off to the side. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Back through center, other direction. Inhale through center, one more time each way. Last time. Really nice. Using the strength of your legs, inhale, reach the arms out into that star pose. Exhale, hands come to your heart. You can bring your hands to your hips. Step your back foot to meet the front. Taking a quarter turn to reface the front of your mat for a little bit of balance. So I'll turn to face you. So feet are underneath the hips. We're going into eagle pose. So arms reach up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, right arm comes underneath the left, wrapping at the elbow joint. Trying to wrap your arms like ropes. If that is not accessible, you can reach for opposite shoulders. Sinking down as if you're sitting into a chair. You can stay right here, or for an added balance challenge, weight comes into the left leg. Hover the right leg up and over. Squeeze your inner thighs together and wrap that right leg over the left. You can use your foot as a little kickstand, or if you're feeling very flexible, maybe the foot wraps behind the left leg one day. Wherever you are, sink low into that standing leg, lifting the chest up. Take one more inhale. And exhale, straighten out the leg, release the arms. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, other side. So left arm wraps underneath the right. Trying to twist the arms, stacking joint over joint. Sinking down into that imaginary chair. And this time, bringing the left leg on top of the right. Crossing your legs like if you were sitting in a chair. Maybe the foot makes its way around the calf. Maybe it touches the floor, or maybe you just stay in chair. All are perfect options. Sink the hips low, lift the chest up. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Really nice job. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, release. Hands to the side. Inhale, circle sweep, arms overhead. Big swan dive forward, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, bow forward, hands come down, stepping back to downward facing dog. Moving into pigeon pose. So if the forward facing pigeon is uncomfortable, you can make your way to your back. Otherwise, inhale, reach your right leg up, bend the knee, bring the right knee towards the right wrist, bring the right ankle towards the left hip. Back leg is straight. Both hips are pointed forward. If your right hip is high off the ground, if you want to place a pillow or a block underneath it, that can help with support. You can stay right here, or you can start to fold forward into sleeping pigeon. If this is uncomfortable or painful in any way, you can take the same pose on your back. You'll bend your left knee, bend your right knee, bring your right ankle on top of the left knee. And then bring your hands behind your left leg and pull the legs towards your chest. If you're in sleeping pigeon, you can rest your weight on your forearms. If you're feeling very open, you can extend both arms forward. One day, maybe bringing the forehead to the floor. Wherever you are, really try to surrender in this pose. Letting go of any tension. Really relax the face, the jaw, unclench it. And if you're all the way folded forward with your arms extended, let's slowly start to come out. Coming onto your forearms and then your palms. Walk your hands back towards your hips. Weight comes into the hands. Tuck your left toe under. Straighten out that back leg. Lifting your right leg up. Maybe take a quick counter stretch by opening your hip like we did at the beginning. Lower the foot to the mat. Left side. Inhale your left leg straight up and back. Bend the knee. Bring that left knee to the top left corner of the mat, left ankle towards your right hip. Untuck the back toes, lift your heart. And if it feels okay on your hips, you can start to fold forward into sleeping pigeon. Really allow gravity to help you sink a little bit deeper into the pose. Just acknowledging any thoughts that come up, any emotions that might come up, and just breathe through it. Try to soften the eyes. Try to relax the shoulders. And if you're all the way folded forward, let's start to come out, making your way to your forearms and then to your hands. Walk the hands back towards the hips, making your way to downward facing dog. Bending that left knee open. If you would like the counter stretch, lower the foot to the mat. Come back down onto hands and knees and then make your way to a seat. Bending both knees, feet flat to the floor. Bring your glutes about halfway through the mat. Lift the chest, reach the fingertips forward, and as slow as you can, Bring your upper body down to the floor. When the shoulder blades hit the mat, walk the soles of the feet closer towards the glutes. Maybe your fingertips can brush your heels. Palms flat into the floor. We'll do 3 bridge poses. So hands pressed down, heels of the foot pressed down. Start to lift your hips towards the ceiling, gazing up. And then exhale, lower 1 vertebrae at a time. Take an inhale. Exhale, round the back under, press the hip bones up towards the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. And nice and slow and controlled, release it down to the floor. 1 more time, inhale. Gentle arch of the back and exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Use the strength of your glutes, your strong legs to lift you up. Exhale, slowly lower down 1 vertebrae at a time. Untuck the back. Just let your legs sway from side to side, a little windshield wiper to release any tension that might have caused. Come back to center. Hug both knees in towards your chest. Separate your knees so your legs are grazing the outside edges of the ribs. Staying right here for a modified happy baby, or flex the feet, bring the heels on top of the knees, reaching for the outside edges of the feet. Actively pull down using your strength of your arms as you press the feet up towards the ceiling, so there's a little bit of resistance. Trying to press the spine flat, looking up with a soft gaze. If you like, you can take a little rock from side to side, giving your back a massage, trying to keep that tension on the foot and the hand. And if you're rocking, come back to center. Bring the feet together, bring the knees together, wrap your arms around your legs 1 last time. Give everything a squeeze, lift the forehead towards the knees. Exhale, release into our final posture, Shavasana. So separate the knees, the feet out wide. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, palms facing up. Close your eyes, getting out any little wiggles. And for these last couple minutes, try to be as still as possible, both in the body and the mind. Allowing your body to soak up all of the work you just put in. And you're welcome to stay in Shavasana. If you prefer to end your practice here, or to start to reawaken, start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring movement to your wrists and your ankles, rock your head from side to side. Bring your feet to touch, point the toes forward. Inhale, reach the arms back behind you, taking a full body stretch. Exhale, bend your knees towards your chest, rolling over to your right or your left side, making a pillow with your bicep, pausing in fetal pose for just a moment, and then making your way up to a seat, using the strength of your arms or taking a rock and roll. We'll end our time together sitting cross-legged or in a kneeling posture, closing your eyes one last time. Sit as tall as you can, rest the hands on the knees. Check in on how you're feeling, how your body feels. Bring your hands to your heart center, resting the thumbs against your sternum. Take a gentle bow forward. Ending your practice with gratitude for yourself for finding time to practice, for your body for allowing you to do so. Take one cleansing breath together, so exhale out any air. Deep inhale. Exhale, let it go. We'll bow forward together. Namaste.